Welcome to the #1 podcast out of Bat Sam Studios. We're live in Leander, Texas. This is the Whiskey and Whiskers podcast. We're your host, Chris.
Whiskey Wizard Matt.
Chop. Gator.
And Blake. Full house tonight, boys.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're all here. The whole crew.
The whole crew. First time this happened in a while.
Are we all going to talk over each other?
Yeah. Fuck
Nice.
y'all. What I have to say is more important than y'all anyways. So there.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
How many different conversations are we going to have at the same time?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking too.
Probably 2 or 3.
So what three topics do we want to start the show off with?
Like whiskey is
No, I'm not
healthy and
talking-
kills all bacteria.
Yeah. I'm not talking shit about anybody, by the way. It's just a lot. And there's 5 of us. We all talk over each other.
Nah.
That's rude, dude.
So let's try this. You and Gator, y'all start one topic, and me and Matt will do another topic, and then Chris can talk to himself.
That's
And
fine.
Chris can talk over both other topics.
Yeah, fuck y'all. I'll be louder.
Yeah, I like the whiskey kills all bacteria. So it was the videos that they do for like toothpaste where like they're like, oh no, look at all the bad germs, right? And then they're like, but look, we're gonna put the toothpaste on it and all the bad germs like dissolve and explode.
Sure.
It's that. It's basically that, but it's a bunch of bacteria in a petri dish and they squirt a little drop of whiskey in it and it just like wipes out all the bacteria.
No shit.
And my point is, like, I knew it was healthy. I knew it. I've been saying this for years.
I think some level of bacteria is healthy for you.
But whiskey's not. Definitely is.
I mean, it's healthy emotionally, probably.
Yeah, because, like, whiskey can cure fucking... It can clean your wounds. Like, you can just pour it. You know, if you have, like, an arrow wound,
Sure.
Yeah.
you can pour whiskey on it. What else?
In case you took an arrow to the knee.
Snake bite. I think
Yeah,
it's snake
yeah.
bite cure.
Just
Snake
just
bites?
heard, yeah, cure snake bites. Just drink a whole bottle of whiskey and you might not die from a rattlesnake bite.
Do you think that's... actually doing something to counteract the snake bite? Or do you think it's just...
It's got to do something with your blood. You
Like,
know?
oh, I'm gonna die.
If you get your blood alcohol to a high enough percentage, you know,
Doesn't rattlesnake venom make your blood coagulate?
Oh, I don't know.
And that's how you die?
So you just got to outdrink the venom.
Yeah. So it keeps your blood thin. You get wasted, dude. They're like, he was blowing like a .032.
yeah, you gotta do like it's like the bottle challenge. You know, the guy that like opens a brand new bottle and then just turns it all the way up and
Yeah.
downs the whole thing.
It gets alcohol poisoning.
And then turns off
Yeah.
the video because it's really not fun after that.
Well, I
Dude.
heard, like some people like to survive like the harsh winters being homeless in like like Russia and stuff.
Oh, they just drink a bunch of vodka,
They just
right?
drink a bunch of vodka and like their like blood can't freeze and they stay alive sleeping outside.
That's hardcore.
So, like Russian homeless people are probably like the hardest homeless people.
Whoa.
Do you think-
How cold are you?
Do you think it actually stops their blood from freezing, or do you think they're just drunk homeless people that are like, yeah, that's why I drink vodka all day?
Which came first?
Oh. I think a lot of people are homeless like for a long time.
What with the
everywhere.
drinking vodka all day, but it has its benefits,
I think
keeps you
people
from
used to
freezing.
just kind of like wander around, fucking eat shit.
We should, for science, we should throw them down like in Antarctica.
In Antarctica?
Yeah.
Antarctica?
Antarctica?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's in the box. Today we are drinking Ranger Creek 36 Texas Bourbon, straight bourbon whiskey.
This is point.
Oh, 0.3. I wonder what that means.
I think that's your blood alcohol.
To kill a snake bite?
Yeah. Boom.
Nice.
Smart. So I see what they did there.
You got shot glasses in there or what? Dude, we still got some of this Striker left. What else we got? Some of the sleight of hand left.
I had a shot of that sleight of hand earlier. It was pretty good.
Yeah, we drank it last week. I don't really remember, so it must have been pretty good.
I got babies.
All right, shut the fuck up.
All right.
Whoa.
That's super soft.
Not the first one. It, like, popped out itself. Now it's quiet.
The carbonated. Oh. So I've not been drinking much whiskey lately.
Yeah? You've been drinking beers? You gotta be careful, dude. You're gonna get snake bite.
Oh, yeah, no. He keeps the whiskey handy. It's fucking impossible, though, as far as I can tell.
Cheers.
The .36 was a popular round during the Civil War.
36.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh. Yeah, you want me to read the back?
No.
Me either, because there's a lot of shit back here. I can't read that good.
Maybe later.
Oh.
Maybe when I'm taking a shit later,
Yeah, you can do that again.
you can just read the back of that
You can do
bottle.
it again later.
It says Texas straight bourbon.
Yep.
Is that a thing? I thought bourbon had to be.
No, Texas has been so okay. Bourbon is supposed to be from Tennessee,
It's a good
No,
topic being
from
that we're a
Kentucky,
whiskey
right?
Podcast
No, it's from West Virginia.
from Kentucky.
from Kentucky.
But then
Tennessee.
Texas was like, "Fuck that! It's bourbon now from here."
What
too.
about Jack Daniel's Tennessee
like
whiskey?
they basically just declared it?
bourbon whiskey?
You know,
Can they have California whiskey?
I mean, that's very Texas of us.
we were like, "No,
New York
Texas
whiskey.
bourbon."
I mean, that's how we got Texas.
If
to
we
begin with.
could-
And then people were like, "Nah, bourbon's only from Kentucky," and we're like, "Fuck that! Not Texas bourbon. It's from Texas."
we have Texas bourbon.
Well, if you could give it your own name, what would you give it? Texas whiskey. What would you call it?
Oh, I like it. No, I'm all about it.
You just bourbon? Texas bourbon?
I'll tell you this: I like that one better than the sleight of hand.
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, I'd had the end of the sleight of hand bottle after it had been garage aged.
Texas bourbon.
Texas bourbon, pretty good.
Wait, you had the end of the sleight of hand after it was garage aged, and this one is still better?
Yep,
Huh.
I know it's crazy.
The sleight of hand's from Texas as well.
That's awesome.
Well, that's blended, right?
Yep.
That's why it's the other one's better.
Uh,
I don't
straight.
know. You know, I just drink and know things. I don't know.
blends or you got to get the pure
Yep.
goodness.
Yep.
Straight bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
Texas.
When do you ever
Straight
blend
bourbon.
anything that's good?
These the same things like
Like if you go get smoothies,
Bourbon.
that's shit, dude. They're just blending a bunch of stuff together. It fucking turns into shit. You don't even get to turn it into shit yourself. It does it for you. You just drink shit. It's a
I
bunch
like
of
chocolate.
bullshit.
like
dude.
fruit shit.
I bet
like-
you do. I bet
like
you
chocolate,
do.
peanut butter, bananas, and strawberries all blended up.
Here, sir. Yeah, let's take all this 25 cents worth of fruit and fucking turn it into poop.
Well, we
for
could
you,
make a
and then
gator
you can drink
smoothie
it.
that you would like. Like we just put milk and raw eggs and
Nah, I want to eat
dog
the raw eggs,
food.
dude. And I like chewing the dog food, dude. It's good for my teeth, man. Keeps
No,
my
you
jaw
gotta give them the
strong.
canned dog food, the nice dog food.
You know, just drinking
Ooh.
milk and eating eggs, you can't really chew that much. So I gotta eat dog food.
Fancy feast.
Keep my jaw moving.
yeah. What about cat food? Isn't it higher in protein?
Yeah, but the bits are so small.
I think
I
it's better
like
for
the
your
big
coat,
dog
too, your
chunks,
hair.
you know?
You know?
Yeah.
Cat food.
Well, the egg yolks help with that too.
The dogs like the cat food, and the cat likes the dog food.
Yeah.
Yep.
The cat food's not good for your toilet bowl either.
What happens?
Well, after you eat
I mean,
it, you
you
just
know.
shit everywhere.
It's like a smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all drink all your smoothies. You're just paying people to make fucking.
Well, what do you want in your
poop for you.
smoothie?
I
Fuck
don't
you.
want
All I'm
anything in a
saying-
smoothie.
All I'm saying is that if you eat cat food, you might end up naked shitting yourself on an airplane. And just, you know.
Okay.
Sure.
I could make a cat food smoothie and see if I shit on an airplane.
It was actually a lady
Lady, what?
that took all of her clothes off and took a shit in her seat on the airplane.
Because she had a cat food smoothie before she
She
got on the
had a
flight.
cat food gator smoothie.
What if I had a stand in the airport? That's all I had were gator smoothie, cat food, milk. Just blend it up.
And raw eggs. Don't forget raw eggs.
No, I want to save those for me. They can get the fucking cat food and milk. So
And I've seen you eat raw eggs. You don't like to stir up the yolk and you want that glop in there, right?
oh yeah, I like to feel it got on my throat. You know. Oh, I'm saying, you know,
Do you chew up the yolk?
No, I just swallow it. In fact, if it breaks, it's kind of unpleasant. I'd rather just swallow it. It just tastes like, you know, when you get like over easy eggs, it's just like that in your mouth.
Dude, I like my eggs over medium. That's the way to go.
What happened to just scrambling eggs? Motherfuckers. God
Dude,
damn.
over medium.
So I hate scrambling eggs.
Dude, you go to
a pain
Denny's
in
or
the
like,
ass.
IHOP or Cracker Barrel or any place that will do your eggs how you want them. Just get them over medium. You'll be fine.
So there's two different ways to eat eggs, right? One of them is to scramble them and put ketchup on that bitch.
Gross.
The other one is to go over easy, medium, or sunny side up on toast with some hot sauce, and then the yolk soaks into the bread. And that shit's fucking delicious. with
No, there's a
hot
third
sauce.
way. I've seen it. You just drink them raw out of a cup with cat food.
I mean, that's a way. It is a way. It's not my way. You know,
It's a way.
it's a way.
Yeah.
Each his own. Tomato.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, dude, just all the cooking shit. It's too much shit.
Scrambled eggs do kind of suck.
This motherfucker's
Well,
actually.
You gotta whip them with a fucking fork, and then you don't want them to stick.
No, I think you want them. The problem with scrambled eggs is everyone cooks them too much. They're like rubbery. Like you still want them to be a little bit creamy.
And two eggs
Gloppy.
turns into like a 3-course meal.
The listeners
You know what I mean?
don't understand that Gator is actually just sitting here with a half gallon of milk on the table, drinking it while we're drinking whiskey.
Would you drink
chasing
unpasteurized milk?
whiskey with whole milk?
Yeah.
dude,
Like raw milk?
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I drink raw milk from my cat all the time.
Cat milk.
It's
That
so-
explains
it's-
why you have the cat food. Or
Yeah.
you eat the cat food.
And I got
huh?
real bad pinworms and ringworms.
Is that what the acetone's for?
Yeah, it works. And poison ivy.
You can also just use whiskey though.
Yeah, yeah. But
Milk's-
that'll wipe out all my gut bacteria, so that's why I have to keep on top of the milk.
I think
you
you, I think
That
that
bacteria you've carefully
Cultivated.
cultivated by
Yeah,
drinking
dude.
milk.
Yeah.
All
And
that-
raw eggs.
And raw eggs.
Yeah.
Cat food.
Isn't that what Activia is supposed to do? Like the yogurt? It's supposed to give you good bacteria?
Yeah.
See, and that's but a Gator smoothie gives you so much better bacteria.
Okay.
At least more bacteria
Yeah.
for sure.
And I think some of the good cheeses, like the moldy cheeses or whatever, I think there's like some good bacteria. In some
It's
of
like
those.
27 grams of bacteria per scoop.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can see it. You're like, oh my god, look at all the bacteria in there.
And then we need to dehydrate it, right? So that we could have powdered Gator smoothies.
Yeah.
Like you could sell it as like a supplement
Oh, dude, that's smart.
to all the
dude.
rich housewives.
Just a scoop. One scoop for.
Throw some Ozempic in it, call it a day, dude.
Then you can do some multi-level marketing, you know?
Dude, and that's all it is. It's just cat food.
This shit is good for your mind, soul, and
And boners.
And boners, yeah. Makes your boners strong.
Makes your boners smart.
Yeah.
Does anybody
People
ever
are like, what?
You'll think
What
better.
do you mean?
With the
I don't-
other head.
My boner doesn't need to be smart. And you're like, you want a dumb boner? You really want
Yeah.
a dumbass boner?
See?
Oh, fuck.
You didn't even
no.
know it could be smarter.
Hey,
You're just sitting over there with a dumbass boner.
does anybody really buy the gas station boner pills?
See, people must, or they
I've
wouldn't
heard
sell
of
them, right?
stories of people buying them.
Fucking chase it with the Four Loco, dude. We're gonna have a time.
Something's going to happen.
Dude, I might get some one of these days and just see what happens. We can all hang out and I'll see what happens. He'll come over. That's not weird, right?
Do that at home with your goats, dude. Can't just be out here jerking off in public. Bro.
Hey, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just taking the pills from the gas
Boner
station. Yeah.
And you have to go to Seattle to jerk off in public.
Yeah.
What? You can do it now there?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, they encourage it.
I have so many
They-
flight points. I'm going
They're
there. next weekend.
designated a park for it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's
They did.
jerk off park. dude.
Jerk-
No
Park.
way.
And what's wild is there's no like walls or shrubs or anything. Like they just sit on the edge of the jerk off park and jerk off.
Yeah, if you have to walk down that
For people
particular
outside.
street-
Wait, hold on. Do you jerk off outside, like on the sidewalk into the park, or do you stand in the park and jerk off like out onto the sidewalk?
Yeah,
inside,
second
you
one.
stand inside the park and jerk off outside
Yeah, because you
of
can't
it?
jerk off outside the
Or you
park.
stand outside
Actually, I
the
think you
park and
can.
In Seattle, yeah, for sure.
I think they just prefer to jerk off in that park.
I think
Okay.
I think they stand on the sidewalk and then wait for somebody to walk by and then chase them,
Is there like a
like as fast as they can run with their dick in their hand. You know?
Dude, that's gotta be hard, man.
See those.
the dick? Yeah, I think that's the point.
See, those are dumb boners. They need some smart.
How do you
boners.
run with a boner like that, dude?
Yeah, maybe you start jerking off in
you have
dark
to take the gas
alleyways where no one
station
sees
pills,
them.
dude.
Dude, obviously. Oh my god, man. A little acetone to top it off. Holy shit, man.
He's all fucking hyped up on
That's what like monkeys do. They like run around and
gas
jack
station
off.
boner pills, dude.
I've never tried to run and jack off at the
Right, dude? Right? Are you gonna train for it now, dude? Because that sounds like some
Like, let's
shit,
be real.
dude.
We've all tried to jerk off while we're driving, right? But like running, that's hard. How do you do that? Or like driving a boat, obviously. Like or like riding a gondola. You know,
escalator, dude. I usually try to
Escalator,
squeeze
yeah.
it.
Escalator's wild, dude.
What about driving a golf cart?
oh, absolutely. That's what they're for.
Dude, they go golfing every week and have a circle jerk out there, dude.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Jerk off in a golf cart?
I don't think so.
That's a fuck yes. That's what that is.
I'm trying to recall, but I don't think I have.
So are they? Are they?
While you're running,
You gotta
though?
think like I don't recall like a fucking third of my life. So
Dang, we should go to Seattle and host the Olympic Games of the jerk off park.
You have to finish. Like we're not gonna have any of this. Like, bro, you don't even have a boner. We're gonna give them all gas station gorilla dick pills, and then be like, all right, ready, go, shoot a gun.
they gotta chase it with the Four Loko. It's key. I don't think the gas station pills work unless you chase it with the Four Loko.
We should do an experiment and give them a, what do they call it? A fake pill.
dude.
A placebo.
I'll show up next week with 5 Four Locos and a handful of gorilla boner pills. We'll see what happens.
Dude, I drank a alcoholic Mountain Dew just a minute ago. I'm pretty sure it's just code for Four Loco.
You feel pretty loco?
But it's diet, right?
On a scale of 1 to 4, how loco are you feeling?
From Uno to
Uh,
Quattro.
It's a smaller can. Four Locos come in those 24-ounce cans, so it's real sketchy.
It's well, no, what it is is like I can feel that it has alcohol in it, but also like my heart's beating faster.
What was
Which
the
is Four Loko. That's that pleasant, warm feeling you get from a Four Loko. Just feels like a nice hug.
Does it have
you know?
caffeine in it?
Yeah.
When I was
Mountain Dew.
When I was in college, we had a Four Loko going away party when they got rid of the original formula.
What was the original percentage?
Did anyone die?
You know, I don't remember.
I probably
Believe it or not.
I mean, we made Four Locos and then we banned Four Locos like pretty quickly thereafter.
Turns out that was a bad.
What's
idea.
in Four Locos? Just caffeine and alcohol?
Yeah, it's like straight up.
Alcohol energy drink.
Yeah.
What about the juice? Y'all remember juice?
It
Can you
was-
still get juice.
It was
anymore?
Bang with like a cup of vodka in it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Real special stuff.
Yeah.
I never had them. I remember them. I never had one.
For discerning
I mean,
connoisseurs.
they were like
alcoholic
nine,
beverages.
Yeah, it was-
9 to 15%, something in between there.
It was something fucked up. It was like you could drink one of them and like be kind of fucked up. You could drink two and be fucking wasted,
Blacked
and then
out.
you could drink like three and just be a fucking like
menace.
Yeah.
Sounds like 40s or something.
But you stay awake.
You know your
Yeah.
your body does. Your mind's like, we're not going to remember any of this,
Dude.
and your body's like, fucking go. It's a problem, dude.
It's like the fight or flight response is kicking in. Your body's like, oh shit, run. Also, we're drunk.
Yeah,
Wasn't the whole party thing was like Four Loco hour too?
Huh?
Four Loco hour?
yeah,
Where you tried to drink four Locos in an hour and people started dying.
I believe it.
yeah.
At the Four Loko going away party, this is what I do remember is we were there for like a couple hours and then everybody was sick and me being only like 2 Four Locos deep started driving people home. And
Smart.
You're a responsible Four Loko
Smart.
drinker.
yeah.
Well, I had Four Locos, so I had caffeine, so I can drive it because I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
So I had I think
I've heard of
I
this.
shuttled like 4 people that were like actively, violently throwing up
Mm-hmm.
back to the dorm rooms and, like hit them, not the Four Locos. I drank the rest
them?
of those.
You hid them, like you just roll them, like the body into the bushes.
Yeah.
just push them out of the car as you roll by. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you gotta hide people when you're fucking drinking in a college dorm, dude.
Wow.
You fucking throw a blanket over them or something and just drag their body into their room.
No, you gotta write them in on Sharpie first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
draw
that's
dicks all
standard.
over their foreheads and
That's
shit.
standard operating.
Yeah, you do that like when you're bringing them in, and then if anybody tries to stop you and fuck with you, you can just be like, "No, look, I was being a good fucking friend."
Person.
Like I was helping him get back to his room.
I don't know if it's Four Loco related, but I've definitely fucking drugged somebody into a hotel at 4 a.m. with their toes dragging, like through the lobby, like in a downtown hotel.
Yeah, kind of a nice hotel.
It was a nice hotel. It was like the Radisson, like downtown, like or whatever.
Which luckily we were wasted as well.
yeah,
Just not quite as wasted as.
the person we were dragging.
Have any of y'all ever had the like super drunk like, all right, challenge accepted thing where you're like, all right, I'm on the 3rd floor of this apartment complex and we just got back from the bar and homeboy is fucking out, knocked the fuck out.
Like in the car?
Yeah, and you're like,
Nope, you leave his ass in the car. Right, Matt?
I did it once. I carried fucking JV up a three flights of stairs.
You try to wake them up first.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you slapped the shit
bro,
out
we're
of
home.
him. Yeah.
Draw dicks on their face and stuff.
Yeah, first you draw dicks on their face and then you wake them up and take pictures with them and stuff. Yeah.
Standard operating procedure.
So I'm a little bit older than y'all, but did y'all, when y'all used to have sleepovers when you were in like elementary school and shit, did you used to like put shaving cream in people's hands and like fucking
We tried, but that shit doesn't really work. That fucking Dunstan checks in over here, you know?
dude?
You try to put their hand in warm water and they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Some
So then you just dump the water on them.
I was the ass that fell asleep one night, dude, and somebody put toothpaste on my face, and I woke up and my face was on fucking fire, dude. That shit did work.
Menthol?
Holy shit, dude! I was like, oh my god, my face is burning off.
Wait, did we just completely gloss over the chick that shit on the airplane?
Yeah.
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 This is pretty normal, I guess.
Okay.
She had to go. I don't know what happened. dude.
Obviously she had to
She had to
go.
take-
Dude,
I
planes are
take
getting
all my
wild,
clothes off
bro.
when I shit.
The only
It's
thing I
getting
can
wild.
think is like somebody was occupying the bathrooms, and she was finally like, "Well then,
She had it.
fuck it."
Yeah, the people who get on and immediately have to go to the bathroom and pee.
The only thing is like, now where are you gonna sit, dude?
Yeah. She should have shit in her fucking puke bag.
No, in the airplane bathroom.
No, in the
You
puke
want to
bag.
derobe and get
Or in the
shit
aisle.
and go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
like a civilized person.
Yeah, the aisle. Like now you have to sit in the aisle.
Or on your neighbor.
They won't even let you sit on the aisle. They'll land the fucking plane.
Yeah, what if did any of the people around
Dude.
her get shit on them?
Airplanes are fucked up. Did y'all see the thing about like there was a flight
Airplanes
where a
are
dude
fucked
died like on the flight?
Oh yeah, they made him sit next to him.
Yeah, they made the fucking guy in the middle seat just stay there. Like, what the fuck, man?
He's fucking dead.
He's like, he smells bad.
You could sue him for like
Yeah,
psychological
shit
damage.
himself.
That
You know he
dude,
shit himself.
that dude
Yeah.
probably got hella like, okay, you fly for free for 2 years or something.
Dude, I don't know.
I bet
That's
they-
fucked off.
They're like, you did so great flying next to the
That
dead guy.
was-
We want you to fly next to
that
all the
one's
dead
fucked
guys.
off
Yeah,
enough,
you're
dude,
like, from
like-
now on.
The first person with any kind of power that got a hold of that was like, I need to call that motherfucker and call him and be like, okay, so here's the deal. We're sorry, and here's fucking free flights for the rest of your
I'd
life.
be like,
Dude,
you
okay.
paying for therapy for like a while.
You can't just you can't do that, dude. That's fucked up.
So last week I got fucked over on a flight and I was coming home from New Jersey and I was supposed to stop in Houston and then go to Austin, right? And we flew from New Jersey to fucking Houston and then a storm was like in the area right when we were trying to land. So we got like right over the runway, peeled off and got back up into the air. And so then the pilot comes on and was like, yeah, we can't land right now. They're rerouting us. We're going to go to New Orleans. And so we go to New Orleans. We sat on the runway for like an hour, got fuel. They didn't have any gates there, so we didn't even get off the fucking plane. And then took back off, landed in Houston, and at that point it's like fucking midnight and all the flights are gone, right? So like I have to stay in Houston. But while all this was happening, I was texting a friend of mine and I was like, could you imagine if me as an Uber driver like picked up a motherfucker and was like, dog, there's like a lot of traffic and it's rainy and bullshit. I'm gonna go to Louisiana. You cool with that? Like I would be fucked. They would throw me in jail forever.
Did you have any good airport food in
Yeah, that's like
Louisiana?
kidnapping, kind of.
Yeah. No, fuck no, I didn't. I didn't even get food for 8 hours from the time
Oh
I
yeah,
took off.
because you couldn't get off the plane in Louisiana. Okay,
They didn't give you a second round of the pretzels.
They didn't do shit.
they at least bust out a whole. They give you a whole can of Coke.
They did give me a whole can of Coke. Yeah. they did.
Okay, that's like the bare minimum.
Dude, you have to ask for the whole can.
Yeah.
What's funny is like a lot of people don't fucking know that, and so when I do it on a plane, then I watch everybody after me be like the whole fucking can. Also, like everybody that was in earshot and saw me do that.
I'm on vacation. Let's live a little. I'm gonna drink a whole can of Coke.
No, dude, the one that pisses me off is their apple juice comes in a can, and I fucking love apple juice, so I always get that.
I want 2 cans of apple juice.
No, and then they fucking pop a can and pour apple juice over ice like a fucking Neanderthal. Yeah.
Put the apple juice on ice. Bring it to me in 10 minutes.
I always hate it when they're like they come up to your seat, but like they're like right in front of you, and they have to go back and get like refills and shit. So you have to wait for them to go get
Or,
more
you know,
shit.
like they divide up
Dumb
the
bitch.
cabin into like 3 parts, and they start like the row in front of you going
Yeah.
forward, and then the other person's like coming from behind you.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn it.
I'm fucking last.
Yeah.
the whole can of Coke, please.
I hate it. So I'm a notorious. I go to sleep on planes. Like that's my whole goal is to arrive tired enough to like sit down, put my headphones on, and go to sleep while they're talking about seatbelts and shit. You know.
Whatever shit they talk about, I don't know.
But the trick is you got to wake up when the lady's coming around. Otherwise, you're fucked. And now you went a whole flight and didn't get anything to drink.
Yeah, it's fact.
I hate it when I like sleep through the beverage cart.
Are y'all whiskey shot before or after or during the flight?
I don't.
Yeah.
It-
All of it
it just
before, after, and
depends.
during.
I don't often drink when I fly. Often.
Like before you fly?
Now, I might like if I have a late afternoon flight and then I'll have the day off. I might be drunk when I arrive to the airport. In which case,
Well, speaking of whiskey shots, should we do one right now?
I'm
Fuck
a
yeah.
I'm a firm believer in once you get to where you're going, you should take a shot.
yeah, but
The airport bar?
Can we discuss that?
You got to get rid of all that bacteria.
a lot of my travel was
Yeah, you gotta stop the COVID.
a lot of my travel was work bullshit, and I had to like get off a plane and do work bullshit, and then later
Yeah, see,
I could
that's-
go drink.
That's the mistake. You need to make sure you don't do work bullshit on the same day you're flying.
Yeah, that was impossible for what I was doing though.
But no, can we talk about how bullshit it is that they'll let you bring airplane bottles into a fucking plane, and then they have the audacity to get on the
get
fucking
mad.
speaker comm and be like, it's illegal to drink your own alcohol on this flight that we totally let you bring on here in sizes that are allocated for airplanes.
Dude, I've walked into a plane with a backpack full of open beers.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because the bar like gave me multiple beers, and then the people on the announcement were like, "Last call for your flight," and I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I stuffed the beers in my backpack and got on the plane.
Oh, see, if you're,
And then like I drank the first one discreetly enough, I didn't get caught. The second one, she was like, "I didn't bring you no beer. What the fuck?"
so if you want to do that discreetly, what you do is most airports don't have any, like, you can't bring the beer on the plane, but you can walk around the airport with your beer.
That's true.
So you order a beer, and then you go to the little fucking mini mart, and you buy an apple juice or a can that does, or a fucking bottle that you can't see through, and you pour your beer in that.
Yep, smart.
That's some degenerate shit.
Yeah,
Because you can just buy beer on the plane.
yeah, but not for like.
It's like $13.
I mean, you say that, but motherfuckers like us, well, he still does, but we used to travel a fucking lot, dude.
So you can still buy beer on the plane,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for like 45 minutes though.
Yeah, you have to wait.
which is a problem.
Yeah, like I want to drink while she's telling me about my seatbelts and shit.
You're like, can you bring me a beer? Ma'am, the whole can.
The whole can.
Do we need BYOB
The
and
whole
smoking
beer,
flights?
please.
She pours it in ice in the little fucking shitty cup.
So I'm old enough to remember when the airport was not in South Austin. It was actually on Airport Boulevard. It was Robert Mueller Airport back then.
Uh-huh.
And I actually remember like one of my first memories of going into that airport, you could still smoke in the airport.
Yeah, you're an old piece of shit.
I remember them having I don't remember people smoking on the plane, but I do remember being on a plane that had ashtrays like in the seat still.
They
Like,
still have them.
They still
dude.
fucking
They're
have
using the same motherfucking planes, dude. A lot of times.
That's why they're all crashing and breaking down right now.
Dude, they are all
Yeah,
crashing.
they haven't emptied the ashtrays in a long time.
I'm still seeing like 2 or 3 plane crashes a week. It's insane.
Maybe they're gonna be like, okay, no more airplanes, UFOs. We're gonna fly in UFOs now, everybody.
no,
That'd be
see,
tight.
back then there weren't as many plane crashes, so maybe they need to bring smoking back on the plane.
Yeah.
Man, they have a curtain.
And BYOB.
They have a curtain separating the two.
Here's the deal: like a lot of the old planes were a lot more manual. They didn't have as much like technology and shit in them. And like what we know about technology is that if that fails, and that's what you're relying on to fly 200 people, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Also, all these motherfuckers forgetting to turn their goddamn phone into airplane setting, you know?
Fuck that.
Yeah,
It's your fault. You're the reason they're crashing.
No bullshit. They're crashing because they're still using 1970s planes, and they tried to integrate the technology into it, and they're fucking the shit up.
Yeah.
What can we do with all these used planes, though? Like, if we say we completely like renovated the whole plane flight industry, right?
Well, look, the lakes have
We've got all new planes.
The lakes and the oceans have been getting lower and lower. Like, let's just crash the planes into the oceans and the lakes and we'll raise the water level, put some base down.
We can start a new reef, a new barrier reef.
Right.
No, you
Dive
start,
sites,
A Boeing reef.
you start smoking in BYOB flights with all the old refurbished planes.
Yeah, it's just party flights, dude. Like
Yeah.
party buses. You just
Like
fly
Carnival
around
cruises?
and get
Smoke
fucked
cigarettes?
up, dude. Yeah, smoke
Smoke
cigarettes.
weed too. If you go into a legal state,
Dude, why isn't there? I bet there is. I was about to say, why isn't there like a party plane?
like the
service?
like the
That's Spirit Airlines, brother.
Can you do that with Spirit?
No, the party service is Virgin.
where they just let you fucking drink and smoke and
Yeah,
Cuss
but there's
and-
like specific flights. There's like one set that goes to Coachella. There's like specific party flights, but also the Virgin airplanes, the big ones that go overseas and shit. I walked into one of those one time, and you walk in, and then on the left is a bar, a full-on fucking bar where you sit down, like just fucking
On the airplane?
only fucking airplane I've ever been in that had that shit. Yeah.
Spirit is more like a Greyhound bus. So, like, if you want to throw a party on there, you totally can.
Oh yeah, but it's
Drag
more,
your trash
but,
can.
like,
it's more like a Waffle House party, though.
Yeah, there's also going to be a Mexican lady with a chicken in her seat. So, you know.
Yeah,
so you can make smoothies, Gator.
bro, and they
Yeah,
and they
I'm
put
down.
and they put the maximum amount of seats in that motherfucker too, and the least amount of like cabin space. And yeah,
They let you take cat food on a plane, turns out.
And don't, like, try and fly anything with you. Like a bag. No. No.
Didn't you say that like some airline was talking about like having like 2 musicians on board or something like that?
Southwest,
That's kind of
Southwest-
lame. I don't need like some like
bro. Southwest is talking about having a live concert on the plane while you're flying,
This is like a bad idea. Dude, they already can't fly them, and now they're going to try and like play music too.
and I bet they're gonna get like fucking like the White Stripes are gonna play on this fucking Southwest flight.
do you know how many paid seats they have to lose to put a fucking stage on an airplane?
I think this just showed two motherfuckers standing in the aisle. One's playing a guitar and singing, the other one's fucking jerking off.
It's gonna be like the Mexican restaurants when the mariachi.
Dude, I'd be mad. I want to sleep. Get the fuck out of here,
Dude, if
bro.
somebody's playing mariachi while I'm trying to sleep on the airplane, I'll fucking murder them.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, now we're about to have a bunch of crashed airplanes.
I'd be
dude.
so mad.
I will take over
Get
this
the
airplane.
fuck out of here, bro.
I will hijack it and see if it does a loop.
See, I really want them to go the other route and be like, it's required, it's mandatory that you put on fucking headphones and just mind your own fucking business.
Yeah. Can everybody just shut the fuck up?
Like, we all have to be in this fucking tuna can together. Like, let's just, it's like elevator rules, right? Elevator rules.
No, it's more than that, dude. There's a lot to the sunshades, too. Because fuck the motherfucker that leaves the sunshade open that sits right across from you.
Dude, here's the problem with the sunshade predicament. I've solved this problem, or I've identified the problem. The people who want to sit in the fucking window seat want to leave the fucking thing open.
So
Yeah.
I leave it open during takeoff and I open it right before landing, and that's it.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, but
it.
the motherfuckers that want the window seat want to leave the window shade open.
If it's dark, you can leave it open.
Look, I'm not the one sitting in the fucking window seats. I'm an aisle motherfucker and trying to get some sleep. But the people who want to sit in the window are the people that want to leave the shit open.
I'm a window person.
I'm
But
a
I don't
leave
leave
the
it
shit
open.
open person. Y'all can hate
I'm
me.
asleep on the plane shit.
You leave it open?
I leave it open.
I close it.
The
The
window?
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Why? You
So
like
I can
looking out?
look at the ground that like I'm gonna crash into.
I'm
Why
al-
not sleep though?
I'm also sunglasses on the plane the
I'm
entire
not a-
time.
I'm not asleep sitting down, motherfucker.
Yeah, you don't want people to know how drunk you are.
Yeah, or how asleep I am.
I've gotten fond of the throwing my hood over.
That's a good program.
Oh, so you can vape while you're flying at the same time?
Yeah,
Well,
it's,
that
it's
too.
multi-purpose. So the hoodie is long sleeve, so I can stash a vape in my sleeve, and then I throw the hood over so that it's darker. You know.
What about all the vape stuff?
Also, airplanes are usually
blow it
fucking
into
cold.
your hood.
Now you zeroed out, dude.
Yeah, you zero it out.
Damn.
You never zeroed anything out before?
Not on an airplane. I just let it rip, dude.
Nice.
Turn a little fan thing on, dude. Let it blow around a little.
On that flight I was stuck on for 8 hours, was the first time somebody's ever called me out for vaping on the plane. The chick sitting next to me was like, "Are you vaping right now?"
Would you say no?
No, I was like, "Yeah." Yeah.
Duh.
She wasn't like, teacher.
No, she was like in her 20s. Oh, fucking.
What are you, a
whatever.
narc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what you should have said, dude. What are you, a fucking narc? Look, bitch.
Yeah.
That's when you go, stewardess, this chick right here is vaping.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Drop the vape on the floor.
Look, she just dropped it on the floor.
They have to make an emergency
Stupid
landing or some
bitch.
shit like that.
And then she starts losing her shit, and you're like, I don't know, she's crazy. She's fucking vaping. She's gonna take a shit on the seat in just a minute.
Told you that,
Yeah.
told you that bitch is crazy.
Uh-oh. Her hoodie's coming off.
And then while she's in a fight with the flight attendant, you stush your airplane bottle empties in her seat back.
She's drunk, too. Spill your drink on her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. Thought you were going to be Karen today.
You out Karen the Karen?
Yeah.
Fucking Karen chest, bro.
I want to talk to your manager, dude. Oh, that's fucked up. So in my older age, I've become the Karen at the drive-thru window.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you know when you get the drive-thru and they're, like, in a hurry, but your shit's not ready for some reason, even though you
Oh,
barely
dude.
ordered any shit, and they're, like, pull up to the next window? Yeah, I just straight up am like, nah. I don't fucking move. Dude, you know what happens? I get my shit next, and then I leave.
So there's one.
Shit's tight.
Is it in particular the McDonald's that's right up here at the fucking corner? Because
That-
that's the one that I'm seriously debating doing that.
That's one. No, do it. I already do it, dude. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Everybody in the car is gonna cringe, dude.
I don't think well, the only person in the car if I'm going to McDonald's is me, because I don't fucking have enough, like, social standing to be seen going to McDonald's with other people.
Well, I go. The wife and kids will be with me sometimes, and they're all like, "Oh my god!" They all like tuck into their seats and like pull the hood over, you know.
Now, I've been considering...
Because they're like, "Please pull up to the next window," and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that." And they're like, "But I need you to pull up to the next window," and I'm like, "You told me that last time, and then I sat there for 20 minutes, and 4 cars behind me got all their shit and left. So no, I'm not gonna fucking pull up anymore."
I don't think I've ever been through that drive-through line without them telling me to pull forward or up into a parking spot.
Fuck
ever.
that. Fuck that.
Which is wild, because, like, okay, I worked at Whataburger in high school, right? And if someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, I want like 35 chicken tenders or something," and you're like,
Okay.
"Fuck, bro!"
Hey,
Like,
if I'm that guy,
you're gonna have to wait a little, and you just tell them at the front end, like, "Dude, you're gonna have to wait."
if I'm that guy, then I'll pull up.
But what I don't get is, it's like,
When
bro,
I'm ordering
I
for
got a
two
fucking
people-
hamburger and some French fries and a Coke. Did
Yeah.
the guy behind me at McDonald's get not a fucking hamburger and some French fries and a Coke?
Yeah,
What the fuck is he getting? Why do I need to pull up so that you can give him his shit?
yeah,
Give me his shit then, and I'll get the fuck out of the way.
yeah.
Because it's probably a hamburger, French fries, and a Coke.
That's what blows my mind is when I go to McDonald's, I get a fucking double quarter pounder with cheese. That's it. No fucking fries or drink either. It's like that is the one thing on the menu that is surely ready to go. Like
how
at
fuck
any
you gonna
time.
get me to pull up, bro? That's what I'm saying. I'm just straight up like, no. So I had success there, right? So now everywhere I go, they're like, pull up. And if I wasn't the asshole that I understand, if I order a bunch of shit, like, okay, I get it, you know.
Mm.
But if I'm ordering, 2 meals, dude, fuck you, dude. I ain't fucking pulling up. I'm staying put. It's your fault you're behind. Catch up. Look, I'm the motherfucker. I just caught you up. You have one slow person and everybody else can be fast. That's fine. Yeah, whatever.
For sure.
That's fine.
Ketchup. You're like, oh, you want some ketchup?
Yeah, that's what I said. Catch up.
Shots? Does that look like spit to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm eating McDonald's.
I figure there's already hair and spit in that shit anyways, dude.
All right, are we gonna do it after
What's-
the shot?
What's that?
Are we gonna get fucking buck wild over this?
The Texas bourbon?
I'm gonna take all my clothes off, take a shit in my chair, dude. See how the hell I
Fuck yeah, I want to try that too. It sounds liberating.
get.
I do want to talk about the guy who was had the Easter egg hunt.
What were you talking about, John?
The big one.
Oh, I think I know.
100 men versus a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just gonna come right out and say it.
Wait. Before we do it, okay? I think we all need to 1, 2, 3 shoot and see where we are before we get into the debate, okay?
I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
100 men versus a gorilla.
Okay.
Don't say anything yet. All right, 1.
What do we just do? What's the shoot? It's yes or no?
Either 100 men or gorillas. Say
We're
one
gonna-
or the other.
Okay.
No. Okay, 1 is
Wait,
100
and
men.
it's 100 men, no weapons?
No weapons. Yeah, we need to establish some ground rules here. No weapons, bare fists only.
No rounds, unlimited time.
Are
No
we in
rounds,
a,
unlimited time.
Are we in a prairie? Is
Yeah,
it fucking
I-
flat?
Is it
open?
an enclosed place?
No,
or is
I
there
imagine
places to run?
like a high school gymnasium, but empty.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay,
Wait,
so like
no
basketball courts,
bleachers.
but empty?
Yeah.
No bleachers. No,
No bleachers.
basketball hoops.
No.
No fucking volleyball nets.
No.
But you can't run.
No dodgeballs.
Yeah, you're not getting it. The doors are locking. Okay?
Oh yeah, with the little key things.
All right, is one
1 is
men?
100 men. 2 is gorilla.
All right.
So football field cage match.
2 is gorilla. Okay?
Okay.
We're,
Right,
gonna
enclosed, so they can't leave.
go, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Wait,
All
which
right.
one was it?
One
One.
is men. 2 is gorilla.
Okay.
All right.
Glorilla.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Shoot. Fuck
Oh,
yeah!
unanimous. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, 100 men is gonna win.
100
Yeah,
men can
dude.
accomplish
That-
a lot, dude.
They're way
Especially
smarter.
if they're like, we're fucking stuck. We're gonna fucking kill that gorilla.
That
dude.
gorilla is fucked, dude. He's gonna run out of energy, dude.
Fucking revolutions have happened with 100 men, dude.
I think 10 is that's a scary.
Well, yeah, that's more like
That's a coin flip.
10 might probably get fucked up.
Yeah.
Without any rope?
Oh, and that was the other caveat is it's just like regular dudes.
Yeah.
Not like UFC fighters or
I think
fucking
they'd have to at least
offensive
be
linemen
fit.
or
I
something.
at least want them to be able to fight.
10 shacks.
Yeah. I don't know. He's athletic.
He could beat him in basketball, I bet.
I think he was athletic.
Dude, I was watching a roast the other night, and Shaq was one of the people on there or whatever. And,
DJ Diesel.
and Pete David, and Kevin Hart was hosting it, right? And Pete Davidson was one of the comedians. And Pete Davidson called. He's like, "I'm happy to be here at this roast being hosted by Shaq's dick," like referring to Kevin Hart. Fucking great jokes.
Probably, Yeah, dude, 100 men beats a gorilla every time.
Every time.
I think so. 100 men
Especially
can
if you locked
accomplish
them
a lot.
in.
Yeah.
And I think what I was saying
There's
is
no
I'm sure
there's no flight, dude. Like run from the gorilla maybe, but like you're in a room.
Yeah.
You can cut it in half and say 50, and I think it's still pretty unanimously dudes are gonna win.
I think 50 is the good.
Okay, so what's the strategy?
But dude, everybody got to jump on them, motherfucker.
And yeah,
I think like 5 to 10 dudes are gonna
Look,
die.
not everybody's gonna make it, dude. But you,
yeah,
you gotta
for
jump,
sure, not everybody's gonna make it.
You gotta
And-
jump on the motherfucker because there ain't nowhere to go, and he'll kill us one at a time. So we
And-
gotta
You gotta poke its eyes out.
and you got to grapple.
yeah. We circle them up, and there's like 2 or 3 rows of circle, because the first row's gonna get fucked up, dude.
What do you draw straws for who's going to be on the front row?
Nah, it comes naturally. The front row is all the crazy baddest dudes, probably too, which is the hard part.
That are like, fuck that gorilla, I'll go fight him by myself.
Yeah, they die.
All right, guys, he's distracted. Go for the eyes.
Like the real victors are probably like the second or third tier, like where they're like, we're gonna let somebody die, and then we're gonna get, you know what I mean?
There's like a couple fucking convicts
and
that
they,
are like,
they get it. Yeah.
And there's a couple of like back row guys too that as soon as they see like a motherfucker get their head ripped off or something, they're gonna go like Super Saiyan mode and be like, "Oh fuck, we're in it now."
Honestly, no tools, dude, is fucking wild. Like people are you're gonna have to bite them, right? Like
no, fucking
What do
kick
you
him in
mean?
the...
That's what we're best at is making tools.
Kick
Blake.
him in the
So,
jimmies.
kick him in the jimmies. Yeah,
I think you got to go fucking
Kick him in
full-blown
the nuts.
chimpanzee, and you got to fucking...
rip his eyeballs
rip
out.
his
shit.
eyeballs and his dick off, you know?
Yeah,
Go for the
Yeah.
balls.
bite him in
Yeah.
the dick, dude.
He'll quit.
Put a finger in his butt, dude.
You got something else, dude?
Dude, he'll rip your arm off.
He'll rip something else off, too.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm glad we all agree. that-
Do your
Yeah,
wife?
guys,
Do your wives like when you're like walking upstairs and shit, try to like poke you in the butt with a finger? I always tell her, I'm like, dude, you're gonna get your hand broke. Like I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna swat behind me and fucking
Yeah, nothing cool about sticking anything in my butt. I'll say that much.
yeah. Dude.
Poop comes out of that. That's it. That's it.
You're gonna
Oh,
get your
sometimes
hand
whiskey
broke.
depends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catfish.
Good bacteria.
Mostly, yeah.
Pond scum.
I don't remember eating
Pond
pond
scum.
scum.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit burns sometimes, too.
It's whiskey colored pond scum, dude. Fucking every after recording day morning.
It's just the amber hue. It's like orange.
It's orange. It is
Yeah.
orange. Yeah. It means we're healthy, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Do
bacteria.
you think it would benefit the 100 men or hinder them if they were to shit in their own hands and throw it at the gorilla? Like, do you think the gorilla would get confused?
I don't think you can play the long con with the gorilla, dude. You can't hope he gets bacteria in his eyes and just dies off, dude. You're in a room with him.
I bet you would just make him mad, too.
Yeah.
If you did that shit to him, he's like, really? Fucking really right now? You're doing that?
It's like spitting in his face. dude.
Yeah. You don't talk about my mom like that.
Yeah, dude. You don't
You don't
want
throw
to
shit in my face
You
like
don't
that.
want to make the gorilla cry, even with 100 men, dude.
Clothes? Could you use your clothes somehow? Like as a weapon?
Or a tie. Like,
Try to suffocate him.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hit him with a shoe?
you could step this up and say 10 guys with rope could probably get a fucking gorilla.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Dude,
No weapons.
You want to play tug of war with a gorilla, though?
It'll be a wild ride, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it probably hurt.
You could, but like you could put your shirt over his head, right? Like if someone jumped on his back, put the shirt over. Now you got
Yeah, I can't see.
now you got 100
He look all cute
motherfuckers
with a
kicking
shirt
him.
on him. Yeah.
So he just goes full windmill. You know?
Do you think your left hook would do anything to him?
No.
You'd probably like break your
Well,
whole arm.
No,
off.
dude, you gotta gouge his eyeballs, dude. and
If you left hook his jimmies, yeah.
You gotta gouge his eyeballs.
But aren't they small? They're like smaller.
Well, what we know about jimmies for mammals is that you go into sport mode.
Oh yeah, so they're even smaller.
Yeah.
He might get pissed off when you start kicking him in the jimmies, though.
That would piss me off, you know?
Yeah.
Pull his taint hair. Damn it.
Okay, so let's flip it the other way. Like one dude versus 100 fucking little tiny monkeys.
No.
No.
Monkeys all the
No,
time.
dude.
Or
Little
yeah.
tiny monkeys are wild, dude.
They
I
win
like
every
that.
time, dude.
Are you kidding me? They're so fast.
You need like a weed whacker.
The
They're
one,
like
the
eager.
one
They're
hope
like-
you got about the gorilla is like it's still probably a lot fucking faster than you think it is.
Honestly,
but
I'd rather.
It's
I'd
not
rather
as
be
fast
with
as one of
100
the
dudes
little
fighting
monkeys,
a gorilla than being one dude trying to fight off 100 little monkeys.
how many little monkeys it take to beat up a gorilla?
I'd be more scared of the 100 little monkeys. That fucking freaked me out, bro.
They're
Yeah.
weird.
I'm with that. At least,
Yeah.
at least the gorilla, you know, you're gonna be done pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Dude, how many monkeys
Like
can you
100
bat
little
away from your
monkeys
dick
just tearing
being
you
bitten
apart?
off?
That's-
You know what I'm saying?
All right, what is
Well, that's the same battle that the gorilla's having, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but what
I
is
like
the,
it the other way. I'll be the monkey, dude.
What animal would be the equivalent for a human to fight, though? Like, do you think you could fight 100 geese?
Dude, honestly, dogs are kind of fucked up.
Like cats.
Yeah. No, cats
No.
are terrifying. No way.
Dude, I don't want to fight 100 geese. I don't want to fight one goose, if I'm being real.
100 anything, dude, would be kind of terrifying.
Dude, last time I
Unless
played,
it was like dove, I'd fight 100 dove.
I'd hit one or two of them, you know?
Right? Would they just fly around you and like peck you? Like, what would they do? Land on you and shit?
Or, like, do you think you could stomp 100 squirrels?
No.
No, they'd bite the fuck out of you.
Have
dude.
you ever tried
They'd
to catch a
climb up your
squirrel,
legs
dude?
and like eat you alive.
You gotta shoot squirrels.
That's why we
dude.
have tools, or we wouldn't be where we are. That's why, like, 100 men, like, that's why it should be, like, one gladiator man versus one gorilla, you know?
What if it was one man versus 100 gorillas?
All the tools.
Do you think the gorillas would
Like
like
a sword
fight
and
each other
shield.
instead?
Some people call that a sacrifice.
Yeah, also, hold on. We're talking about, like, it has to be average dudes. Is this an average fucking gorilla? Because there's some big-ass alpha male gorillas, and then there's some fucking nerd gorillas.
Nerd gorilla.
Little fish nerd gorillas. Smart. It's a big badass gorilla, a little nerd gorilla, dude.
Well, look, I watched fucking Tarzan beat Kerchak in, like, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So
That probably happened for real.
that's all
It was
the
based on a
science.
true story.
That's all the science I need.
It is written, therefore it is.
Is Tarzan a book? I don't think it was written.
It was definitely a book.
What about 100 gorillas
don't-
On
versus...
tape. It was a book on tape.
Oh, that makes more sense.
What about 100
You can
gorillas
also
versus a
listen to it on
velociraptor?
Oh, dinosaurs is different mix, dude. Dinosaurs is wild. 100 gorillas versus Velociraptor, 100 gorillas wins absolutely.
Yeah, velociraptors are like chickens.
Without question. Here's also, we used to, so if you think back to the early years, 7 years ago when we started doing this thing that we do,
The long ago?
the long ago when we were in the garage, it's hot as fuck, boy, we used to talk about gorilla versus bear.
Yeah.
And gorilla smarter than bear. And so,
But I think a bear is scarier.
oh, bears are bigger, badder animals. Dude,
Yeah.
how many men for a fucking bear, dude?
I still think 100 dudes could kill a bear, but I think that's nastier than a gorilla.
Yeah.
But gorillas have intelligence, so a gorilla will start thinking like strategy and tactics to
You think?
What
Yeah.
if they're moral?
Absolutely. Gorillas are just like men that haven't become men yet, dude. They gotta die one more time and come back as a...
Also, gorillas have that, like, spin move, you know?
And they have Hulk hands, dude.
But a bear has a swipe maneuver.
And
And 6-inch fucking razor claws, dude.
and teeth too, like he bites.
Yeah, I think a bear fucks up a gorilla, and I think a bear kills more people than the gorilla does versus 100 men.
Yeah.
For sure.
Both lose against 100 men. Though.
Both lose.
100 men's bad shit, dude. That's what I'm saying.
It's like 100 little monkeys, you know?
That was a big tribe.
That are all trying to bite your dick off.
Dude, they can bite your dick off, dude. Stab you with poison darts and shit.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that people are sleeping on. Like, we almost killed every single gorilla.
On accident.
Just
Not
'cause
even on purpose.
We were like, sorry, we were fucking around, you know?
What we do? Cut down a bunch of trees or something?
I don't know, but I know we had to save them in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really appreciate this lack of respect that 100 men are getting.
Yeah, 100 men. All the men are up in arms, right? Is this what's going on? I'm starting to understand why everybody's upset now. I wasn't. At first, I was like, we've been talking about gorilla versus bear and all this crazy shit for all these years, dude. Like,
There's a lot of people that think a gorilla kills every single man.
That's crazy.
that's crazy. I mean, they're gnarly, but like, men are fucked up, dude. We invented nuclear weapons.
And you also have to assume you have to in the rules, right? That assume that the gorilla is enraged.
No, check
right?
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
but check this out. All 100 men haven't nutted in over 1,000 days.
It's gonna get really weird.
Thinking you're trying to fuck the gorilla.
Dude, you'd have permanent PTSD forever. They're like, wait, you were one of the 100 men that fought the gorilla 50 years ago? And you're like, I've seen some shit, dude.
Yeah.
So now when I want to relive those memories, I just go hang out in that park in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
It's a good tactic.
Dude, some angry men, dude. Bro.
Until the gorilla starts fucking the dudes. The gorilla's like, I'm as fucked up as you guys are.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Oh, see, that's what's going to confuse the gorilla. There's going to be at least one weird dude there. Right? And the gorilla's like, wait, what?
That dude's in lipstick in a dress, dude. That gorilla's like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
Alright, boys, he's distracted. Let's get him. No, there is. There's going to be one dude that's like, I'm going to go distract him. Fuck.
Cheers to that guy, dude. Real men of genius.
And the 99 other dudes are gonna be like, "Guy's a fucking hero. He saved us all.
He died in the
He
worst
died.
possible way,
He died big time."
emotionally and then physically.
I saw the "this was a bad idea" wash over his face in the moment, right when we all jumped on the gorilla.
Dude, I'm just saying, we conquered gorillas already.
And bears.
Yeah.
We need something better. That's why
We gotta bring back
we
dinosaurs?
got to bring back dinosaurs.
Fuck that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Raptor Bros.
Yeah.
Riding motorcycles.
What if they had like hunts and stuff? You go on like big game hunts, but for dinosaurs.
Bro, you ever kill a brontosaurus, dude?
What if there's actually shit that fly that you had to worry about, like pterodactyls, you know?
See, I don't think
People got
pterodactyls
good at-
were as big a problem as people think they were. I think it was more the giant mosquitoes that could like pick you up and carry you away and stuff.
Oh, there's giant mosquitoes that big back then?
There's got to be, right?
Dude, mosquitoes are pretty gnarly. That's why I love the premise of Lilo and Stitch, because they're all like,
Oh, they're trying to save the mosquitoes.
yeah,
The endangered mosquitoes.
the mosquitoes are like the,
The gorillas.
yeah.
Did they have UFOs?
But
and dinosaurs,
honestly-
too?
All right, one
But
dude
honestly-
versus 100 mosquitoes.
No, 100 mosquitoes wins every time. You're fucked, dude. So, but honestly, I watched this thing about like the world's baddest animals, right? And whatever fucking stupid documentary.
Oh yeah, hippos kill like 100 people a year.
Mosquitoes have killed more people than anything ever in history, ever, according to that.
Which
They-
is probably a lie, but still crazy.
No, it's probably true. Dude, think about the bloodborne diseases. That
I thought
fucking
rats were
transfer-
kind of crazy. Didn't rats kill like all of Europe at one time?
Yes, rats are crazy, but apparently mosquitoes are crazier. I think rats were like number one, and rats were number one, and mosquitoes were like the champion of the whole thing. And it was like the 100 baddest animal or whatever. It was like a whole fucking. It took like fucking 12 hours to watch that shit.
What about black widows?
They don't
Yeah,
kill a
like-
lot of people.
I think rats do though.
Hippos kill a surprising number, and fucking donkeys fucking kill a lot of fucking people.
I believe that. Donkeys are fucking
Damn.
shit
Donkeys
bags.
kill like surprising number of people, dude. Way more than sharks.
All right.
way more than sharks. Dude.
One gorilla or 10 donkeys.
Oh,
10
man.
donkeys.
Donkeys
Dude.
would probably get the gorilla, dude.
Dude, I've seen a bull that was
These-
like
they
3
don't
times
even
the
run.
size.
They're just like, dude, I'm gonna fight you straight up.
Do you know why you put a donkey on your land?
Yeah, because it kills everything else.
Because it keeps the coyotes from fucking killing your horses and shit.
I seen a bull that was 3 times the size of a a jack? Is that the
A donkey?
yeah?
Get
But-
fucked by the donkey?
Yeah, and we poured feed out for the cows, and they were all doing their thing. And then we went over to a separate area and poured a little bit out for the donkeys. And the bull came running over like he was going to go eat over there. And the that donkey turned around and made a crazy ass sound and lifted a leg. And that bull was like, "Never mind, bro."
Never mind, I'm gonna bounce, dude.
We're cool. We're cool. I'm just gonna go back over here.
Damn.
Steers are pretty, like, they're pretty non-confrontational. You can get some assholes, but for the most part, they're pretty non-confrontational. They don't want any problems.
But a mama cow?
Even still.
No, she's bad.
Yeah,
She
but
wants
she
to
doesn't.
fuck you
She
up.
don't want to fuck with the donkey though. I promise.
Your
Yeah.
cows always back up when you spray that like fly
Bro,
spray on them.
Anything that can keep coyotes away, you know?
Hmm.
It's a bad motherfucker. Fucking humans have a hard time with that.
One gorilla versus 100 coyotes.
100 coyotes all day.
Yeah.
One gorilla versus 10 coyotes is a good fight.
See, that's what we need to. We need to buy our own cruise ship and go out into international waters and film like animal fights.
We'll get Gator to accrue all
I
the
think that's what we
exotic
need to
animals. You can go out and get all the coyotes and gorillas.
There's probably no repercussions for doing that.
I'm-
right?
Dude, if we
Catch us millions of dollars.
What if you
I'm-
caught gorillas? That'd be so cool.
I'm kind of
You
down
don't
to
kill
go
'em, you
do
catch
some
'em.
shit that involves us having to go to international waters to do it. Like,
Okay.
whatever that looks like, let's go do that.
Look, so maybe we couldn't do like we can't go catch gorillas. That's not okay, right? But we could clone gorillas
The fuck we can't catch
and grow them
gorillas.
and grow
That's
them
what
there.
I'm saying, dude. We
Dude,
need to-
catching a gorilla is way easier than cloning a gorilla.
Yeah, but you'd probably go to jail if you did that.
Hey, you guys have pups.
No,
Some
we
gorilla
just gotta
pups.
catch him in international waters. You know what I mean?
We'll get some gorilla pups and we'll bring them home and raise them up.
Dude, there's a lot of places where I think catching gorillas is perfect.
All right.
They're like, fucking try it.
Here's what we do is we have to go somewhere with gorillas. This is the legal part first, right? We go somewhere with
I
gorillas.
think we can go to South America and capture a gorilla, dude.
We go somewhere with gorillas, and then we like provide them a couple of rowboats and like teach them,
Train the gorillas.
and then that way they can go out in international waters, and then we can capture them. legally.
No, I think we can go to South America and like capture gorillas, dude.
Why don't we just clone dinosaurs and
Like,
gorillas and woolly mammoths and rhinos and shit
I'm
on the boat in international waters?
Bro, I'm pretty positive we can go to South America and get a gorilla for like 40 grand and then just bring it back.
Yeah, you could probably buy one in Brazil or something.
How much do you think you get down on a gorilla fight? Like, how much do you think money you could get down?
All
down
of
on
it.
that?
Everyone wants to know.
Yeah. Think you get some like rich Asian who's like, dude, I'm throwing 60 G's on your gorilla. It better.
I have one stipulation of this. Only one. We can't use ESPN.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the streaming platform fucking sucks.
Yeah, but what's the other option, dude? Dude, do you remember Netflix tried to do an event not long ago and it went terribly bad?
Yeah, you just got to do fucking.
DAZN?
You got to do like Dish Pay Per View or fucking
The OSHA?
something.
Yeah, you got to be able to get it on cable or the app.
Yeah.
Dude, because honestly, a lot of motherfuckers just order shit on cable. 'Cause
What
you
the
don't
fuck does
have to pay that bill until next month?
what does
You know I mean?
Redneck Brawl use, brother? Because that seems like a good option for this kind of shit.
It's the same demographics.
Yeah.
What could manatees fight?
Uh,
A walrus.
No, what else would win? That's not fair.
Horse wins that. dude.
What if they fought like snapping turtles or something?
They're way bigger than snapping turtles.
Yeah, like a lot of them.
yeah, but they can't fight for shit.
100
Yeah.
snapping turtles, dude.
They'd snap them and
That
stuff.
sounds terrible. Can you imagine being thrown in a pit
All
with
right,
100 snapping
one
turtles?
dude versus 100 snapping turtles.
Nice.
Fucking 100
Snapping
snapping
turtles.
turtles.
Oh,
that
turtles,
shit, dude. They're going to tear you apart in the worst possible way, dude. That
Dude,
sounds
they're pretty
terrible.
fast too.
Actually, one dude versus one snapping turtle's pretty gnarly.
Dude, I like
Yeah.
I like where they were going with the sharks with laser beams, you know, because that's like take a badass thing and put a badass thing on it, you know, like super badass thing. But a pit full of snapping turtles is like twisted, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna bite your fingers off and stuff. Of course, so will
it's
like
twisted.
chimpanzees.
And pigs
And rats, I think.
and rats and cats.
Dude, there's this dog on Instagram,
Dude, cat ladies get eaten
Named
by their
Rolo?
kitties when they die in their house. Dude.
and he's a little rat terrier that just kills rats all day.
Dogs won't eat their humans. They'll fucking
That's bullshit. Dogs will definitely eat the human.
nah.
Yeah,
They'll die next.
yeah, they will.
You think they'll eat the human?
Dude, dogs are gonna eat the
They
humans.
have
for
to
sure.
eat, bro. They're not gonna be like, oh, fuck.
I know the
this.
cats will. I didn't think the dogs would. Hungry dogs.
Yeah, hungry dogs.
I want a rat terrier that kills rats.
Their own human though.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't know. There's some loyalty there that is earned.
not when you're dead.
I'd eat the dog. Just saying.
Yeah, dude.
All right, you're right. That's fucked up.
Like, bro, it's hungry in here, you know?
That's fucked up,
Yeah, and this moth can't feed me anymore. You know.
dude. But honestly, my dogs would figure out how to survive for like 6 months before they ate me. You know,
Like 2 days.
no bullshit. Have you met my
What do they do?
dogs?
Like eat the couch?
First of all, they're already fat, so we got some time there.
Yeah,
Second,
first thing they're doing is destroying the couch first. Until you're dead.
second of
They're
all,
like, oh, this is our time.
Second
Eat
of
the
all-
fuck out of this couch.
they are fucking creative. They will figure out how to open the fridge and the pan. I swear to God, they get into shit that you're just like, what? They'll figure out. They'll eat everything else
And the
before they
fish.
eat me. I don't have no fish no more. I ain't had no fish for a while.
Did you eat them all? You're raising catfish to eat them, right?
So
In the swimming pool.
I had,
All right, one dude versus 100 catfish.
Yeah, dude. Are they big or are they small?
Big catfish.
Oh
Fuck
shit!
that.
Like noodling style.
Yeah.
nope.
Ooh, dude. Yeah, that'd be kind of terrifying.
It'd be hard to fight 100 catfish, too.
Yeah, because they like one will get your foot, one will get your other foot, one will get your arm, one will get
Dude,
your balls.
I've
Chris.
seen 100 catfish feeding them
They'll
french
do-
fries and stuff.
they'll
You know
do
what I'm
bugs
saying?
and stuff.
You get
Brownie.
stabbed by their things. You know what I mean?
Chris, you've got dogs and a cat or two, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to outlive the other?
Oh well, you mean as long as one doesn't eat the other?
No, that's allowed.
Oh wait, like if I die and then they're all trapped in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, the cat dies.
You think?
The cat dies pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cat dies first, and then the bulldog dies, and then the husky dies.
Yeti's gonna live.
No, the Malamute will win. The Malamute will eat all the other animals.
There's one of my cats I think would survive longer than my dogs. I'm pretty sure.
Ninja cats.
I think that, but my cat's kind of fat and like, she snores louder than.
But hopefully,
I have a
we
dog
would,
that does that.
if you did die, we would be able to find out pretty soon, and we could relocate all your animals.
If I died, people would know it immediately. If I don't answer my phone for an hour, fucking people lose their fucking minds.
I've got a cat that's like 20 years old and deaf and blind, and she would probably live forever.
She's gonna
Yeah.
outlive you, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got the Keith Richards cats going on there.
She's gonna eat you.
Dude, I watched her jump up onto the fucking counter to get water today. She can still jump from the ground up to the counter. She's like 100 years old.
She's the type of cat that'll make you chase her into the road and then you get hit by the car.
I keep letting her outside, hoping that like
She's like, got it, motherfucker. My trap finally worked.
Maybe like a hawk will pick her up or something.
something.
You just gotta.
So check this out. The other day, I fucking was driving out of my neighborhood and I run over a possum, right?
All right.
Possum was kamikaze. It was eating like a squirrel that somebody else ran over, right? And then I was driving by and the possum was like, oh shit. And it ran right in front of the tire, dude, and got run over, you know? And I was like, oh damn, ran over a possum. So the next morning, I get a text message with a neighborhood screenshot and somebody goes, whoever ran over the possum on Red Hawk, you're a real jerk. And I'm like,
Yeah, but you don't know that.
well,
You don't know me.
Why am I the jerk, dude? I was just driving down the road.
They had a picture of you doing it.
No.
They saw you do it, and they're like, "Fuck that guy."
No. They just said, fuck that guy publicly. And I just happened to be the guy, you know?
You're a real jerk.
Would you comment? And you're like, "Fuck you."
Why? Is it my responsibility to pick the possum up off the fucking road?
Ask him. Ask your neighbor homie.
I'm not. Nope. Nope.
What's your opinion, sir?
Fucking like one little kid knows that it was me, and that's it. I think I'm good. So, but I'm just asking, like,
Tell anybody else.
I'm just asking, am I in the wrong here? Like, I hit the possum. It's in the middle of the fucking street, and I kept going, and like,
You
was
do
I
have a steering wheel. You could have like moved out of the way.
No, fuck that. He kamikaze fucking truck, dude. I tried to not hit him, and he fucking.
What about the guy who
literally
killed the
ran
squirrel?
right
Is he an asshole too?
That's what I'm saying. Also, like, am
No, it's the possum.
I the guy that he gets paid every day to go pick up roadkill out of the roads? Like, that's
Wait,
not,
are you the asshole
It's not
for
my fucking job.
not picking up the possum? Because that's whack.
That's what I'm saying. Or am I the asshole for hitting him, which also is whack? Because
No, yeah, they're both whack.
right. So what the fuck?
What about if you could hit one of the stray cats on your street?
But you are an asshole.
If it was a cat,
I can't get past that part.
if it was a cat, I would look for a collar. Honestly, if it was a cat or a dog, I would look for a collar. And if there was a collar and a phone number, I'd call and be like, "Hey, I was driving down the road. Motherfucker ran out in front. Sorry, it's right here. I'm fucking in the trash bag on the side of the road."
Yeah, I don't know. That's the right thing to do, right?
I can keep going. Oh shit, that sucks. Bye, dude. I saw a coyote.
I'm gonna stay around. I'm gonna hang around here.
I saw a coyote get meleeed on Leander Road one day, like over on the 55 side, like where it's 55 miles an hour. And my wife saw it and she freaked the fuck out. She was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "We just keep going, you know. That's not a friendly dog."
You didn't try to save it?
No,
You're a real jerk,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, that's kind of a shitbag thing to do.
fucking coyote, dude.
He needs help too, man.
It was a fucking coyote, dude.
He's got a family. Someone's
Bro,
missing him.
he did get hit by a truck at like 55. He like fucking flew like
Like an F-250 or something?
it was like yeah.
And that guy was like, "Oh no, I better stop and save the guy."
No, they kept going. They kept going. I was behind him, and we saw him run out from the side of the road, right in front of the truck. And the truck, bah, and it went fucking 20 feet in the air and fucking
In two pieces?
diagonal, like whoo.
Dude, I saw somebody on the highway do that one time, and I was like, I'm not stopping.
No, yeah, you don't stop for that shit. That's what I'm saying. Why am I the jerk that run over the fucking
they hit
kamikaze possum? I wasn't even trying to run over the possum. You know what I mean?
They hurt a person.
And it's not my job to pick up the dead animals out of the road like that. Somebody gets paid to do that in the county.
Why are you worried about what the fuck this person thinks?
I'm not. I just had to kind of double check and make sure I wasn't the asshole for some reason that I was.
Oh, but that's the part I'm hung up on, is you are an asshole.
That's true.
But he doesn't know that.
But this does not account for that.
Now he does. Now he knows.
I'm not an asshole because I ran over a possum.
Not for that.
No, you're
Just in general.
You're just
No.
an asshole who ran over a possum.
Dude, the list is long and distinguished. You know?
So on the flip side, I saved a possum the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, my Great Dane fucking mauled it, and then I told my Great Dane to fuck off.
What happened to the possum? Get up and walk away.
Yeah,
he
so-
was playing dead.
honestly, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Is I let the dog out, and then he like did his normal like jump off the porch thing, and then I saw him like pounce right after he got off the porch, and I was like, oh fuck. And honestly, I thought it was like a squirrel or whatever. And
Has he gotten a squirrel before?
Mhm.
Nice.
yeah,
Fuck squirrels, dude.
so
I train my dogs to kill squirrels.
I went out there to run him off because I didn't want him to eat it more so than like kill it. And so I ran him off, and then it was like laying there, and I was like, oh, that's bigger than a fucking. So then my next, like, it started to process, and I was like, is it a rabbit or what? And I got closer, and I was like, oh shit, that's a possum. Still dead though. And then like started clicking again, and I was like, wait, it's doing possum shit. It's not dead.
I have a legitimate question here because we're talking about squirrels and whatnot. What's the legitimate amount of space that you need to shoot at a squirrel? Hey, you messed something up over there. There you go. What is the legitimate space needed to fire at a squirrel in your front yard and your neighbors be okay with it?
What, BB gun?
No, like shotgun.
Yeah, it depends on what you're shooting.
Squirrel?
I think if you're no, I mean like what kind of gun you're shooting.
Shotgun.
No. You can't shoot a firearm in city limits. Like, no matter what.
All right, say...
But an air rifle,
No, but say...
22 caliber air rifle.
Say you're not in city limits, but you're in, like, the houses are... You could throw a rock and hit the house next to you, and they could hit the house next to them, and 2 houses down, somebody just blasts off a fucking 12 gauge in the middle of the afternoon. Is that cool?
I think that's something you gotta
have
feel
10
out,
acres.
You gotta feel out the vibe.
Nah, it's 10 acres.
No, that's vibe based for sure.
All right, so think my river house, right?
Mhm.
2 houses down. One day we're hanging out in, like, right there,
Oh, I wouldn't give a fuck out there.
and fucking gun goes off. And me and my buddy turn and look around the corner, and we're like, the fuck your gun? And this old man fucking puts down a shotgun. It's these motherfucking squirrels. Goddamn problem. And we were like, oh, okay.
Depending
That's
on
cool.
Get him,
But
Pops.
it was like 100 yards from where we were to where he's firing off a shotgun.
Yeah.
it depends on where you are. Like if you were in this neighborhood and you shot off a shotgun in your front yard, people would probably not be cool with it. But like,
But I'm asking why.
if
What-
you're like in
what's
the
the fucking-
shores or Hudson Bend and you shoot a shotgun in this kind of proximity, there's probably a good chance nobody's going to say shit.
True.
True.
It's vibe based.
That's dumb though. Like I should be able to shoot squirrels in my front yard. Is what the fuck I'm saying. My squirrels are really assholes. I've actually seen them, dude, bro. They've thrown shit at me before. Straight up, fucking watch them throw shit at me. They're assholes. They fucking get all start making noises at you and shit.
You need a slingshot.
Then they fucking throw shit at you, dude. And they do it to the dogs. They make the dogs go crazy, dude.
Yeah, you need to give your boy a slingshot, and that'll take care of itself naturally.
Now, sometimes dogs take care of
Just
it.
try and lasso him.
Every now and then the dogs get one.
Lasso a
Who's
squirrel.
laughing now?
The dog's got one in my yard.
Dude. And I had one that was completely ripped in half, like almost perfectly. It looked like it had been cut like with a fucking knife in half.
See, that's the better way to be. What I got was its front legs are broken and it's like trying to get away still.
It's still kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
I got the
Did
back.
you shovel it?
I got
Nice.
the back half of one.
You
Dude.
shovel it off your yard over the fence.
I think a shovel is taking more lives than fucking bullets at this point, for
Dude,
sure.
okay, so and it was fucked up too, because I went to go shovel it, you know?
Tink.
And so my thought was I'm just gonna fucking, put the fucking round part down on the back of its neck and then stomp on the top part,
Uh-huh.
Well, clean kill, right? And then I get over there and I realize that like its back legs are still working, and so it starts like scooting away from me, dragging its front fucking limbs on the ground. And so I had to fucking whap him with a shovel
I
first.
had to whap him with it.
I gotta kill you before I can bury you.
Yeah,
I don't want this shit to take all night, dude.
So you whapped a squirrel with a shovel?
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
And then I had to fucking do the other,
Yeah, throw it in the trash can.
stomp on the other end afterwards.
Y'all throw dead animals in your trash can?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that's legal or not. That's kind of fucked up.
Put it in the trash bag first.
Yeah,
What?
same thing you do with batteries and old oil, dude. You put it in a trash bag, dude.
They're like, you can't just put shit in the trash bag. You're like, but it's trash. And they're like, no, that's a fucking car battery. We know it's a fucking car battery.
Yep.
How do they know?
It's in a trash bag.
They knew because you got the shitty trash bags ripped out the bottom.
Oh, I can't account for what's in there, dude. I just found a bag of trash I threw in the trash.
Put it in your
Oh.
trash can, though, so they just pick it up with the thing and dump it in
That's
there.
that's what
And it goes
That's what the fuck we're talking
and
about.
lands, and they go, what the fuck? That's a car battery in a trash bag.
Dude, yeah.
Is that bad?
They get real mad when you fill your trash can up with concrete, dude.
Uh-huh. Or oil.
Or well,
Can't do all.
you got to put that in trash.
How do they know
bag.
you put there?
You gotta put that in the trash bag.
Dude, you got to
Put it
keep
in
it
a milk-
like super separate from any trash that has
Put it in like a milk
your
carton.
mail in it.
Put it in the milk cart and be like, that milk's bad.
You got to make sure that the car batteries and the oil and the concrete are in bags that are not with your mail. Dude.
And the dead squirrels.
Yeah, and the dead squirrel.
They're like, we found a letter with your name on it. Sir, I cannot tell a lie. I put that letter under that dead squirrels and car batteries.
Look here, Daddy.
All right, let's talk about this whiskey.
I like it.
Do you want to take a shot before we review
Yeah,
it?
here. I want a
I
refresh.
just took one, but yeah.
So did I. We should do it again, though.
I mean, if there's whiskey, we might as well drink it.
Dude, my elbow hurts.
What, you got golfer's elbow?
Yeah.
Bitch. You should stop drinking and smoking and playing golf, dude.
Yeah, that's some bitch shit.
Now you owe me $400.
Your arm
I'm
hurts.
your doctor now.
Dude, it hurts. Like, all the time.
$400, dude. Give me your insurance number. I got to bill them motherfuckers.
You're fat. You need to quit smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Quit beating off. You won't have golfer's elbow.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, Doc.
Switch hands, motherfucker. See?
Oh.
Also, I'm calling myself the doctor.
Sweetness. I think it's very low.
Like 2?
2. Is that very low? I guess that's just low.
2.
2. Crunch. I think it's also low.
1.5
2.
or 2.
Bite. I think it's high. 3.
3 tops. 2.5.
I think
Average
it's kind
bite.
of low. I like 2.5, 3.
2.5.
I think 2.5. It's an average bite, dude.
Would you do 3 or 2.5? You're the
2.5.
Because I said 3.
I like 2.5.
All right.
Gator doesn't matter.
Bottle.
Bottle's tight. I don't know about all that writing on the back.
Yeah, it says a bunch of shit. Hopefully it says cool shit because I'm not
I'm gonna give
read
it 3. Fucking half point more than average. It's got a cork. Fucking.
Yeah, it
3.
says Texas. It says Texas bourbon. Huh?
Yeah, and it says bourbon, and it fucking says fucking 36 specialty.
All right. I'll give it 3. It's not amazing.
But
Whatevs.
nice stickers.
Drunkenness. How do we feel? I feel pretty good.
I feel pretty good. 3.
I might give it just above average 3.
And it's 96 proof.
Ooh, nice. No wonder. It's 96 proof. Tastes clean, dude.
Yeah. What do you do with this bottle?
That's some of my favorite shit. You take it anywhere.
It was middle shelf.
Yeah.
You take it anywhere.
Kind of cool, 36 caliber thing.
I like
I've never.
that, too.
I don't know. I don't have a 36 caliber. I'll just say that.
I think it died out with the Civil War with the South.
Yeah, with the South.
Shane Gillis is like, fuck that. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Babe, get my gun. Who's talking shit? The South? Babe, get my gun. I'm gonna walk down there, and shoot him
Fucking
for months.
48 days walk, dude. We're going. That's wild, dude. See, never. Bye. Love you, man.
And you think 100 men can't kill a fucking gorilla?
No, 100 men can absolutely kill a gorilla. No,
Like-
we already did the thing. Everybody in this room agrees that 100 men can kill a
I
gorilla.
know, it just baffles me. It baffles me. We get no respect. Dude,
That-
we've done
that there's
some gnarly
contention
shit.
with 100 men. Are
Yeah.
you, bro? I do some crazy shit with like 7 dudes. That sounded really bad. No.
Yeah, 7 dudes can be a fucking menace, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Chris loves it.
That's man, that came across really bad.
You get 100 of them?
I guess no. Oh. Just getting all hype, feeling manly, being like 100 men. Fuck yeah, let's go. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then then you went all Bonnie Blue on us.
Oh, she the chick that fucked 100 dudes? That was clever.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know that. I fucking learned something today.
Context clues. I didn't see it. Did any of y'all watch it?
We should watch it.
It's got to be like every
It was
other-
on right after Redneck Brawl.
What's it called again? Bonnie's Blues?
Bonnie Blue was the lady.
Oh.
I use that term very loosely.
Loosely. Nice. Got a handful of butter pills and the Bonnie Blue tape, boys. You want to hang out?
Get some Four Locos.
4 logos involved. We're going to have a time.
I invited 7 other bros.
Do some crazy shit.
Yeah, we'll do some crazy shit.
Do some man stuff.
High tea. We're talking about high tea, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bill Belichick for a minute. Because his girlfriend is smoking hot, 24 years old, which I don't know how old he is. He's like,
At least 64.
yeah. And ugly as fuck, too. He's kind of like a troll, like a goblin, or
and crazy
an
as fuck.
orc.
And crazy as
And he's got a 24-year-old girlfriend that's like a real estate investor, millionaire already,
I
and
have,
smoking hot.
I have only one question.
Get her, you're fucking up.
Quit fucking your shit up. I have only
I
one.
can't even yet.
I have only one question.
What?
What would you do if you were Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
2 chicks at the same time.
Yeah, that's where he's
I
from.
think that's how he ended up here.
Yeah, but he's way richer than she is. You know what I'm saying?
So, I think that's her point.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what she's
Yeah, but
saying.
she's rich. Like, why does she want to fuck Bill Belichick?
She's no.
Did you think she must be fucking broke, boy?
She's Central Texas rich. She's not like Hollywood rich, dude.
Or like football rich.
Yeah,
Dude, she doesn't want to be messing with no broke boy.
she's like San Marcos rich. You know?
not like Dallas rich.
No, not even Fort Worth. Maybe not. No, not that either. Fort Worth is real weird like that. They're like all rich cowboys, so they're like we're cowboys, but they're also rich.
And when you're like, how did you make fucking $1 billion? And they're like, cattle. And you're like, oh, okay.
Or oil.
I guess that's or oil.
Yeah. Construction.
Dude, if
I own a
someone's
cement company.
if someone's hella rich and you're like, how'd you get rich? And they're like, cattle. Like how? What? Cattle? What do you
Yeah.
mean cattle?
I know how.
What are you doing with cattle? Like, okay,
My daughter bought her truck with cattle, so I mean, I get it.
but if you were like, if someone was like, hey, here's 1,000 acres and 10,000 head of cattle, I don't know what to fucking do with that.
At least 100 of those 1,000 acres, you like grow weed plants, right?
That's what I mean. I feel like cattle is code for like all kinds of shit,
Yeah, everything that you can. Yeah,
like Yellowstone, you know? Cattle,
just kill your neighbors.
oil,
That's a good show too.
concrete.
There's a show right now called Landman. That shit is not cattle, it's oil, and it's got Billy Bob.
I thought it was. Oh, it is oil, right?
Yeah, it's oil. It's
He's
called.
talking shit about wind turbines.
It's called.
That's the only part I've watched.
Well, that's a great part. He goes the fuck off about like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Oil's
How
the
much-
only way to be.
How much oil it took to make that
Wind turbine.
wind turbine?
Yeah. And then what are you gonna do with it after the wind turbine's no good anymore?
Dude, that's no shit, because I see the fucking skeleton graveyards when you're out driving through fucking West Texas, and there's just thousands of those blades stacked up. And I don't want to talk too much shit, because I think the wind turbines are cool.
I mean, just think about what are all the batteries made out of?
I don't know.
Lithium ion.
Okay.
All the Tesla batteries, they're made out of lithium ion.
We're going to bury those in the desert with
Have
the
you,
wind
no, have you
turbine
seen
blades?
what a fucking lithium mine looks like?
Huh.
Look that up, dude.
Yeah, but that's like in the Congo or something, right?
Yeah, we just like destroyed the whole rainforest and
Kill
dig
all
a
the
giant,
gorillas and stuff?
and make it turn it into a quarry, dude. Like, but
It's a
like
nice swimming spot.
but like a neon quarry that's like clearly radioactive or some shit, dude. It's real fucked up. Dude, there's no way that that's good for the planet. That's what like just start there. Just start like where the battery comes from, and you're just like, bro,
Aren't
that's
cows
not-
like
that's
really bad
definitely
for the
not
planet
good.
too, though?
Cows?
because they fart. Because they fart. Like
No,
so
that's
are,
dumb.
So are humans.
That's fucking
Like,
stupid. To say that like a cow or even an entire ranching cattle operation puts out as much gas as like one fucking industrial plant that
But
does
you gotta
like
think-
galvanizing
you
or
gotta
something.
think it's enough.
Like it's not
enough-
even close. There's no
you gotta
way.
think though, we're raising enough cattle to feed fucking 4 billion people pretty much hamburgers and fucking steaks as much as you want. That's a lot of fucking cattle.
That is the American way.
to fill.
They're like, so what's America like? And they're like, no, the culture's really good. And you're like, meh. And they're like, what about
fucking barbecue steak. Fucking bro.
There's a culture of rampant public masturbation.
public.
But check it out. There's as much hamburgers and steak as you want.
yeah.
and barbecue.
And pork too.
Oh, dude, and yeah,
And they're like, we can eat steak like
I'm like just,
every day. And you're like, dude,
just-
you can eat steak for every meal.
just the cattle, dude. And
Yeah.
bro, it's enough to feed 4 billion people. Like, it's a fucking ridiculous amount of bullshit for sure, dude. But here's the problem: if you go down that line of thinking, you end up like the lady that crashed that AOC conference where she was like, "We have to eat the babies because there's so many humans. There's 4 billion humans, and they're all fucking farting too." So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and humans are even way more fucked up than cattle. Like, at some point, like, if you go down
They, like,
that
jerk
path,
off in
like,
parks
you,
and stuff.
you gotta kill, like,
Yeah, dude.
you gotta, like, kill the
I've never seen a
humans or
cow
something.
jerking off in a park.
Like, we have to save the world. We have to kill off, like, most of the population, you know? Like, if you play that all the way through, that thought process is where you end up. And that's fucked up. So, therefore,
no, I'm kind of down.
fuck that. Why, what are you, Hitler?
No, we'll just
That was his idea.
no. I don't think we kill people. I'm just hoping for like a comet, maybe, or an
Fucking-
asteroid or something.
UFOs.
UFOs. Yeah, if we could just like
All started with the Big Bang.
I would settle for just something with plausible deniability at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't destroy the only
Come on,
thing that...
you've been stuck in traffic and you're just like, I wish they would fucking napalm this entire fucking dead ass highway.
Dude, I will say
Maybe
that-
Jesus
I
will come back. He'll
And
take
they
a lot of
can,
people
and they
with
can
him.
take me with it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I
I'll
will say
jump on
that-
this grenade.
I will say this: as crazy as traffic makes me, I've never been as fucking crazy in my life as I have being stuck on a fucking airplane one time. I literally was about like the whole world was gonna burn, like more so than any time ever in my life. I've never been like
You're like,
that.
I'm about to be on the news.
Yeah, dude, no, I was gonna go down as like the.
So straight up, there was a text message that I sent to my wife while I was stuck on the plane in New Orleans because we again flew from New Jersey to
Dude,
Houston,
I was
which
ready
was
to
like
die
4
over some
hours.
shit, dude.
Rerouted to New Orleans, which was like another hour and a half, and then we sat on the ground there for like an hour, and then went back to Houston. I was on the plane for over 8 hours.
Oh fucking!
And when we were on the ground in New Orleans, I sent a text and I was like, if we don't get back in the fucking air or let me off of this plane right now, I'm going to commit a crime.
I'm gonna be
and get off of
the
this
news.
plane
I'm
one way or
gonna be on
another.
the fucking news. Dude,
And
I've
see,
been
and
there,
why are
I've
people
been
freaking
there.
out when someone just takes all her clothes off and shits on the?
Bro, you
She's
don't-
just wanted off the plane.
You don't know what the fuck people have been through, dude. And then they end up, you just happen to be on the plane with the motherfucker that's been stuck away from home while he has a home crisis going on. Like, for like fucking the last 3 days trying to get, bro. Nah. It's fucking, nah.
What's wild that when they're like touching down and they're like, oh, we got to take back off. That's when you fucking
At least
close off, shit on the fucking seat,
Bro,
And they're gonna land that bitch.
Straight
dude.
animal mode.
Here's the
dude.
difference. Like in traffic, you can like honk and fucking
Flip
flip people
people
off and fucking get out and fight people. Like all the shit. Totally cool. Like in traffic, normal. Like that's every day, just driving in traffic. You know what I mean?
You can flick people off, fight people on airplanes too.
And, ooh, yeah, but you're going to prison. That's what I'm saying. You're going to be on the news.
And you're on the no-fly list forever.
You're going to
after
be
that.
on the news, and you're not going to be flying places no more.
This is what I was talking about, though. Airplanes just fucking kidnap people.
They kidnap the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
But man, I've been kidnapped before. I didn't like it. I didn't like
Okay.
it. I didn't like it at all.
So, like, maybe an Uber is a bad comparison, but if a fucking cruise ship was just like,
Oh, they did that too.
Yeah.
No, cruise ships kidnapped the fuck out of people during COVID. Do y'all remember that?
Uh huh.
Mhm.
They kidnapped like those people for like 180
No,
days
a bunch
or
of
some
people
shit,
fucking
dude.
got the zombie virus or something. They were all shitting and fucking eating brains and stuff. And they were like, "We're just gonna leave you out in the fucking Gulf forever."
Dude, what the fuck about 2020? That
Till they
it was
all eat
trying,
each
It
other.
was trying to be the end of the world in 2020. It was trying to be the end of the world in 2000 too, but it was trying to be really the end of the world
in
in
2012.
2020.
And in 2016 when Harambe died.
Yeah, Harambe started it all.
Harambe did start a whole shitstorm. Dude, I'm like this.
There we are back.
But we
to
started
gorillas.
it. It
Fucking-
wasn't Harambe.
And he didn't get a single person. Dude, fuck these haters.
We got a haul in the jibber. Everything's gonna be covered in shit. Fucking shit hurricane coming, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need some kind of apocalypse or something.
Jesus needs to come back. That is
Yeah.
the apocalypse.
Bro, and that's why we keep being at war. Somebody has to commit genocide.
Because Harambe died. That's when we branched.
Yeah.
What if all the people that committed genocide were just saving the world, dude? Little by little, they were like, "Oh
No,
no,
no.
we can't keep up with
Not
this
endorsing
pace."
that.
I think it would only be fair if Harambe gets to come back and start whatever the fucking end of the world disaster is.
No, if we went all the way back to Harambe and he didn't die, then we would be on a trajectory of not ending the world.
Right, but what I'm saying is like
Oh, it
in
took
this,
a hard right, dude.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is in
fucking
this
slicing it off into
timeline,
the woods. I get
it only makes sense that he comes back and gets to start whatever the end of the world apocalypse event is.
Do they have a Harambe holograph like Tupac?
They should.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Like George Floyd.
They could
Fuck you.
clone Harambe,
Fuck you
right?
for that. No, every other one was good. You were wrong. You were wrong.
That was funny.
Could they
It
clone
was
Harambe?
funny.
I guess they could, and then we could fight him out in
They
international
could.
waters.
They could clone him. They should clone him.
If they cloned him and brought him back, then we're cool.
Then he
can we correct our course?
Maybe
Maybe.
we have to let him become the champion of the international waters arena, though.
You think that's what he was born to be?
Yeah.
He's got to fight 100 men.
Damn.
Dude, it's all coming together.
Resurrected Harambe versus 100 men.
Yep, the 100 men are going to bite his dick off and gouge his eyes out and stuff, and that's not going to be a good look.
It will be easier for him to fight though,
It
because all
has
the
to
dudes
be
will
on
have their
pay
dick
per
out.
view, dude. You can't do it on daytime television.
All the dudes will have their dick out, so it'll be an easier fight for Harambe.
They haven't come in 1,000 days, dude.
With 7 other bros?
No, 100 bros, dude. 99 other bros, dude.
Wait, is that part of the stipulation? The dudes have to be naked?
Well, they just would be.
Oh.
I mean, dicks out for Harambe, right?
No, but they had to abstinence for 1,000 days prior to the fight.
All right,
There ain't
guys.
no fucking way. No, no fucking way. No way, dude. Like two make it. Who makes it?
The Whiskey and Whiskers website is up. But for real,
You should go there and pay us money on Patreon.
you should go pay us, dude, for reals.
Whiskey ain't cheap.
There is a couple, like,
Hey, thank you, motherfuckers.
yeah, there's some cool motherfuckers that are actually paying us, and it's gonna help. It's gonna help, but it's not enough to save us. We
Also,
still don't.
congrats for signing up 7 years ago, and like your card's still good, dude. Like that's pretty tight. Like, what fucking cards you got, dude?
But you know, we need to cover these
Expenditures.
costs, expenses. We're way in the red. I don't know. For real though, like $1. Come on, do $1 or something. That'd be
gives
cool.
a fuck. Our website is up. It's whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com.
No, I give a fuck because I gotta pay for the fucking LLCs and the Podbean subscription, yearly subscription.
Dude, that's
and
all
the
fun and
fucking-
games. Wait till you try to sell your house and you can't because we have a studio here that you didn't qualify.
So yeah, just hop in there and fucking pay $1. You know,
We're going to need financial assistance.
I'll never financially recover from this podcast.
That's facts, dude.
Whiskey and Whiskers Podcast.com. New episodes every Monday, new content all the time. We'll see you next week.